You may think that your dream of investing in a property is dying. And if you have been watching the news and listening to the policies by the government, it may look like a reality. With the recent changes in budget and taxes, first-time property buyers are paralyzed by fear. But while the headlines and the interest rates want to make you run away, the stats tell a very different story. I've helped thousands of Australians with property investment, and today I'm going to share 3 mistakes that I see people make the most that kill your portfolio, and why starting right now might be the biggest opportunity for you and your family in a long time. If you are new here, hi, I'm Adeal from Ariza Buyers Agency, and we help Australian families build lasting wealth, giving you the freedom to enjoy your life on your terms. Mistake number 1, the local bias. So the biggest mistake I see beginner investors make is buying where they live because it's familiar. In 2026, Sydney's median house prices sit at 1.7 million, but the apartments are usually cheaper. So if you buy an apartment with average yield and limited growth potential, which a lot of them are, closer to where you live just because you know the coffee shop nearby, now that is a recipe for a portfolio that can be stuck for years or even decades. So how do you solve that? You need to think beyond your suburb or even your city. Treat your investment like a business, not a hobby. Make investments where the numbers make sense for you, even if the location of that investment is in another state. Mistake number 2, limited serviceability. Most beginner investors think that the bank only cares for their deposit, and as long as they can come up with the minimum deposit for the purchase, they are good to go. Wrong. In 2026, APRA is strictly enforcing debt-to-income caps. If your total debt is more than 6 times of your income, you may be denied a loan for your purchase. So for example, you are making $100,000 income, but the property you want to buy is worth $1 million. So the lender may still deny you the loan, even though you may still have a deposit saved up for that 1 million property. Now what you need is a finance blueprint before you go out to buy your next property. If your lifestyle expenses are making you live paycheck to paycheck, you may never be able to get a loan from the bank. So before you apply for the loan, make sure that your expenses are under control and you can show to the bank that you can easily make monthly repayments to them. Mistake number 3, forgetting the tax man. Yes, people often forget the costs related to buying property, not the actual deposit, but everything else you need to pay for to secure your property. These costs can easily reach thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. They may include stamp duty, which is 3 to 6% of the purchase price across Australia. Goods and services tax, which generally does not apply to established homes, but may be included in case of new homes or renovations and is usually included in the purchase price. Land tax, which is an annual tax on the property's land value. Water and sewage tax. Strata fees, if you are buying an apartment or a townhouse. Registration fees, for registering the transfer of title and mortgage. Building and pest inspection fees, to look for any issues in the property you are buying. Conveyancing fees. These are just some of the costs related to buying a property. And if you don't have $25,000 to $50,000 to cover these costs and another $5,000 to $10,000 every year for maintenance, you aren't ready to be a property investor. One bad tenant or one roof leak can derail your family's finances. Now, I know it feels heavy. Taxes changing, record high prices, interest rates going up, down, sideways. But here is the truth. Australia is building fewer homes than what we need, thanks to the high cost of building materials, inflation, and almost no attention to build affordable housing by the government. Which means supply is low and the demand is higher. So the fear in the market is your greatest friend. While other people are waiting for permission from the news and the government to tell them it's safe, smart families are securing properties that will help fund their retirement and also provide a safe haven for their kids. Biggest mistake right now isn't buying the wrong property, but it's actually never starting at all. You don't have to navigate this 2026 market alone. If you are a first-time investor or looking to buy your next property and you want to make sure that you don't get hit by the changes in the budget or buying in your neighborhood, let's have a chat. We have opened up a limited spots this week for a free strategy session. We will look at your numbers, run checks, and show you exactly where the growth pockets are in Australia right now. Click the link in the description to book your call. Let's stop the guesswork and start building your freedom. I'm Adeal, and I'll see you on the call.